well, decent.
Yeah, hello everyone. I'm Michael K. This is going to be Master Reboot. To quickly go about the game, we are right now in the Soul Village on an almost completed game. The Soul Village is pretty much the hub, similar to the castle in Super Mario 64, and all the stores symbolize a level. Uh, in those levels, we have each of those levels is two stages, one normal level, and then a so-called zero level. What that is, we will explain later on. So, where is it? Yeah, back there. Okay, so if someone in chat would quickly give me an opinion on English or which language, I would lovingly quickly change that. Otherwise, I will just keep it on English. And if someone would like to, uh, if someone would like to donate during the lunch, I will do levels as all achievement routes, which adds a bit extra to it. The options are literally English and veg. There are no other options. And looks like we are going to run in English. So, yeah. Okay. So, like I said, if someone wants to donate to Rooms Run, for every $5 raised, I will do a level as all achievements. No, which actually adds not a single second to the run. It's just cosmetic. So if everyone wants English, I'm just gonna do the start the run. But before we do, quick little warning: there are some flashing lights and stuff. So if you're sensitive to that, yeah, that would be a quick warning to get you away from the screen. And otherwise, once I hit OK, we start the run in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. So, flashing images starting. And the flashing images are done. So, what just happened is we uploaded ourselves into the Soul Cloud. We are playing as Madison Jones, founder of Mystery Foundation and developer behind the Soul Cloud. And yeah, the Soul Cloud is pretty much the humanity guns, maybe a Spitfire, and being able to defeat death by uploading all their brains into the Soul Cloud. And the Mystery Foundation is pretty much a non-profit that handles everything. And yeah, the graphic style is pretty similar to Life is Strange. For movement, we have pretty much sprinting and sprint jumping. There's a stamina system, and we let stamina replenish while going into the air. And those trees are pretty random how they fall apart. Sometimes you get pretty good luck, other times it's not working at all. The beginning of the run here, I started out with all achievements. Everything else will be need some donations. if I want to do them. And yeah, if you like ducks, this is the right game for you. If you don't like ducks, try the sequel, Soloxium. Well, kind of sequel. Soloxium has apes instead of ducks. So, and here we come up to the first actual trick of the game. We jump across that bridge before it's fully together. And Warwick, I don't know if you have some donations already, but if you want to say something, you got the next minute for doing so. There is nothing else happening but watching the video.
Family that provides 2 million users with entertainment, comfort, and happiness every day. The family voted #1 in Decade Magazine's most influential companies of all time. A family committed to bringing people together. But what does mystery actually do?
So yeah, this video is just explaining the Soul Cloud. I guess I can quickly talk about what happened in story before we uploaded our memory. Madison actually got a report from Saren, Soul Cloud security system, that pretty much got vanished instantly and got some weird symbol. And thinking about that is probably strange, she decided to go in and check what's wrong. And a lot of things gone wrong. And we will actually meet the version of the antagonist in right after the video. So we can't interact with him. That's Kali there. Kali is our antagonist. Also a childhood friend of Madison. So definitely a weird interaction there. How the story between them unfolds. We can go into more detail, or later in the run we will see a few levels where we actually meet her again. So a bit of button mashing real quick. So we just got the manual to the game. If you don't got that, yeah, I'm sorry. Reading the manual is kind of slow, but essentially it retold us what we already knew. Here you saw me right before the cutscene turn my camera a bit, because during this cutscene I can start walking and already move towards the first level. And here we are in the first level. This level is the park memory. During the park memory we got all those shapes that we need to collect. And then fit them into their respective holes. So just nice little stuff. I need that. We need to fill those circles on the carousel there. Also, if you don't like unicorns, you hate those. They got lasers. If you like unicorns, you love them. They got lasers. So So yeah, here it's now just going ahead and collecting all those shapes. I hope you like lasers then, Warwick. Also, so there are just a few more shapes that we need. And now the upcoming one is the last one. During that pickup cutscene I can actually move. That's the only tile that I can move in the pick cutscene. So I pick up that one last and walk right into the ending cutscene. We are now into the 0 level. Those 0 levels are story-wise pretty much corrupted memory of us that was not uploaded correctly into the Soul Cloud. In the middle of that cutscene I activated the jump pad. Also, once we hit the water there we are dead, so not wanting to have that happen. On that last jump pad I stayed a moment before I jumped, and that just prevents the game from doing a weird bug where you have some weird momentum mid-air that throws you off that mid-air platform. All the others it doesn't matter on, just that one it's bad. And yeah, for the rest of the level we are just climbing. Let me also mention that there's a second way that may seem more interesting when playing casual, but that way you are so close to not making it at all. So, and in this level we are far from the water. And here's now the last pad. On this pad I walk forward till I'm about half through, and then we just need to collect the... not yet. Once the cutscenes start we can quickly go ahead and skip out. And we are now into the childhood memory. In this memory we need to find 3 keys that are hidden on the other side of the mirror. And yeah. Bad. Sometimes this spring in particular gives you a bad momentum. Here, you're supposed to go through the house to find the code, but the code is always consistent, so I just remembered it. And here inside the labyrinth is the last one, the last key. We are getting teleported out of the labyrinth, and here we then just bring away the keys. Also, I hope no one is afraid of teddy bears, because otherwise this may have an issue with this zero level. So in this zero level we have actually a trick here. If you are able to get rid of all the messages before more appear, the wall goes down already. And that hitbox is really hard. No, let's start a new game. Let's not do that. So now we are into the street level. Just going to go ahead and pre-warn this level. Here we just have to evade all the cars. That's everything we need to do. Those cars are not too hard to avoid really. We have 3 crashes that we can do before we die, so that's totally fine. Also the glitchiness that's on screen right now indicates that we got hit. And we are just having to drive for a certain distance. Also, we are almost done now. And jump scare. This zero level is pretty much the easiest one. Just run up here and you're done. So I hope no one has bad memories of school. Also, hey, we got a $5 donation, so you know what? Let's get this all achievements run for this level going. It's pretty much the right level for it. First is this duck here, and in that closet is also another duck. So in this level we need to pretty much show our musical skills to that duck. We also talk to the duck. We also will have to do some art. But first, there's another duck in that on the table. So let me also quickly mention what's actually required for all achievements. There are a few level specific ones, and otherwise you need all the virus marks. Why is that not working? There we go. At times these blocks here are wonky. You need all the ducks, and you also would have to complete the game in Welsh, but we will at least not do the Welsh one. So here's now the first luck-based part of the game. Also, if anyone knows astronomy, spam what you know is wrong. We can already start moving through the cutscene. And it's extremely easy to accidentally go too far. At the time this game was released, Pluto was still a planet, but there's a different issue. We are already past the issue. There is... Yay! Yeah, if you think Pluto's planet, give us money. It's for the kids. What? The last 4 all were... And I'm bad again. And yeah, now we just need to fix that last one. So, I haven't seen the issue mentioned in chest. 3 of the planets are actually wrong. The blue and the green are in the wrong order. Jump scare. Yeah, doing that we just mash ahead. Also, hey, because of all achievements we get to disturb her on the toilet. And with that we are now through this level. In this 0 level we need to recreate the logo of the Mystery Foundation. It's always the same. So nothing special to remember here, but we are through this one. So we are now through the first section of the game. The next 4 levels do unlock, which does mean we can get further into the game, obviously. We are now entering one of the most confusing levels casually, I would say, just because it's not really well explained to you what you have to do. Obviously, in a speedrun, we know what to do. Okay, the keys is not the issue, but where to hide is actually an issue that you do not know necessarily when playing casually. We also have to wait till she's past us. There. So now we're just going to run through the ventilation system of this. Also, hey, she happens to disappear inside the wall. Also, we got exhausted before the cutscene, so that we actually regain stamina throughout the cutscene. Also, we made it. By the way, jumps are coming up. And we are through this level as well. Now, this 0 level, we are now on the ground, and that plane that we just were suddenly happens to crash into us. Also, come on. Crash. The pillars around here are crashing into the floor, and that pillar always sends you in some weird way just upwards. I had it once happen that I got just thrown much too high. Sadly didn't happen here, but well, you usually can get past that one before it's into the ground. Also, I like that some of those land definitely in the ground, but don't totally destroy the ground. And once we reach this ending, we are good. Also, you can still move during the cutscene here and fall off. Luckily, it's not a death reason. In another level, in the Shattered level, you can actually die during that cutscene. And here's now in my opinion, most fun level of the run. Just because there's so much to do. We need to hit 6 triggers throughout the level. And the first one we are doing is this one. Me. And we should have a pretty good let's see. Okay, we have all of them in. Don't worry, we're not seeing well is not good. It's not bad for us. And someone please bless RNG in chat. We are hoping for overall 12 horses like this one. And since this is a marathon, we are probably not going to get a lot of them. And I can't do anything right now other than mash buttons to get horses. You can also post horses in chat if you got any emotes. So yeah, this is the lowest RNG that I've ever saw at all. Like, yep, we are gambling to win. Yeah, and with that we are through. So, that was try 1. How many tries will we need? This is not a thing that I've ever needed more than 2 tries on. But I've heard stories of people sitting here for 12 rounds without being able to make it. Yeah, Marek, if you got any talking points or donations, go ahead. So, we haven't made it again. Come on, third time the charm. Maybe like this. You got 1 horse. my god. Why am I getting so unlucky right now? Well, obviously because marathon, but I've never had this much, this low luck. Hey, we got a double. Yeah, we can't win anymore, so... Yeah, the lesson is, be the AI that decides that no one wins, then you win. Let's not say it's going decent, but it's going decent. Come on, this one can happen. Okay, that should be... Yeah, you did it! So, now that we are done with the gambling, time for the skill-based minigames. Like, getting a fortune teller to do something for you. Like, giving you a gun. Sounds normal. Perfectly normal. Also jump scare. So... we leave that one specifically there, so that we can trigger it perfectly. And now we have done 4 cutscenes all at once, 3 finishing cutscenes, and then the activation cutscene of that lever. And here we are now just needing to follow the labyrinth. Also, if you dislike rubber duckies, this is the worst level for you. They are everywhere. We got exhausted, that's bad. And now we are through this entire run. Don't worry, we only put the ducks into the water. Nothing special there. And after everything that we had with scary stuff, time to chill on the beach. This level is pretty much just quickly doing a treasure hunt. But before we do that, we need to throw our treasure map into the fire to get the access. We also will get this metal detector out of this definitely not too small chest. Also, when you know where the rings are, you can just go ahead and grab them. Oh hey, you can see Carly in the background. So yeah, this level is actually a pretty good one to start talking about the relationship between Carly and Madison. Carly is Carly Patterson, Astrid Patterson's little sister. Astrid Patterson is pretty much in the same school as, well, was in the same school as Madison and David Ree. David Ree in this level is giving Madison the engagement ring and want to marry her. And Carly was invited. You can find her invitation ripped apart. Yeah, she kinda has a crush on David herself. So yeah. And yeah. In a later level, she will actually totally snap. And here we are clipping out of that ring, because if you go through that ring, your falling speed is reduced. So that's bad. I think my PB has the horse racing game Second Try. And here we are now in the hospital. We do see Carly over there, watching over that floor. Let's definitely not get her awake. Also, Ducky. By the way, we just scare her away. Quick scare here with the light. We also saw her there again. There are, she's 3 times in the level. No, 4 times. The 3 versions of her that you can see don't matter. They are just there to make you think to not want to go there. But the upcoming version in this closet, if you're too slow, she can actually turn the game over state on. But we are just mashing through her. And then going to the exit. And this 0 level is pretty slow. We need to match a few colors by turning a few rings. That color over there we can't reach, so that's sad. Instead we make sure that the middle ring fits onto fits for that one behind there, and then have to make sure that all the others are good as well. So far we had every one of those once. Now to change it up, this one has to be it twice. Also, there's no difference in running speed based on your direction. It's just harder to move backwards, obviously. And yeah, with that, we have this level ending. One thing to note, if there are stairs, I cannot sprint jump at all, because you hit the stairs. So at the end of that level, we got a cutscene where we lay in coma. That was actually the trigger for Madison to start on the Soul Cloud. she pretty much said, "Oh my god, that's scary. Let's do something about it." Also, this level has at the beginning a really weird control scheme that is not very good. Also, oh, she didn't trigger this time. Usually there's a shade of her that you just walk through. And yeah, a bit too far over. There we go. In this level, we also just need to collect the 3 parts here. We already got 2 without too much scare. Obviously the last one has to get a scare. But we are just collecting the sphere during that, so we don't get anything of that. And now for my nemesis in this game, jumping over hoods. It's not easy at all to get over those things. Once you are on the second to last one, you can just go ahead and jump over, so that makes it easy. Also during that last level, we actually got at the end skipped a cutscene about David Ree getting killed, which obviously is very sad. But it also isn't the level in that Carly did snap. In that level, Carly decided to get revenge for not getting David Ree, and also for his sister's death. Actually, not single death, dying twice actually. She died once in real life due to leukemia, and once again in the Soul Cloud due to data corruption. So that level is was pretty hard on her. And yeah, now we are on the graveyard, taking care of giving some last memories to David Ree. Again, one of those video game passwords that are always the same for some reason. Also, I have no clue how you are supposed to know that password other than brute force. So yeah, that's an interesting thing. So we are now in the obvious zombie chase scene. Also, while we are here, we can smack her. Yeah, Warwick, I'm sure it's the number of stars in the sky multiplied by the blades of grass on the ground. So, jump scare upcoming. Very obvious one. And now you're back to the gravestones. So this time with a bit more puzzle associated. You need to move all those in a a certain amount of times. Luckily, everything's perfectly standardized. And so we are through without any problems. And now for a little script that the devs probably not intended for, because you will see something that you probably normally you wouldn't see. You can just jump over there and support the moves while you come in. Everywhere else on that slope you slip off, just the topmost bit not. And the last level is the scariest one, the library. There are books. Very scary. So after this level we start the ending sequence, which has 2 parts to it. And yeah. But first we will have to get the light in this level. And throughout this level we need to hit hidden switches in the bookshelf. Luckily we know where those are. Managed to get it to some position where you can see it. Other issues? Okay, we're good. So, like here, she's right around the corner for us. Let me. So we have one more bookshelf to find. And now we are through the library part. Now we need to the principal's office and talk with him. Talk with her because she's not really pleased about us. So those switch puzzles are pretty easy. By the way, I like that the elevator actually goes up. Also, red or blue? Chat, quickly.
Welcome back, Madison. Welcome.
Which way do we take?
Continued existence can no longer be tolerated.
Red.
All your power and success, and you still have learned nothing. I give you one last chance. A chance
Oh no,
to make amends for
50-50.
past transgressions. A chance
Come on,
to do the
quickly.
honorable thing and just give up.
Oh no,
The
blue.
decision before
Okay,
you
we
is
take blue.
clear. Now, make your choice.
So the choice in the end doesn't matter. The red one gives an achievement, the blue one doesn't. That's the only difference. And now back to platforming, because one level where we had to do it already wasn't hard enough. Jump too early. Hey, the achievement for going the red one is called going further down the rabbit hole. Also, I should stop jumping so bad. I should probably stop jumping so bad. Okay, let's take this slow and not worry about getting the first cycle, the fastest cycle. And we are done with this level now as well. So, now that we got all the levels cleared, something big is coming. Something very big. A bit bigger than you think right now. A bit more bigger. That big. So, we are now in a level that clashes a lot with the rest of the game. This is called the Water Temple, and it is pretty much us remembering a game that we played in our childhood. We need to you can actually find a strategy guide for this game in this level. So, and let me see if I can get this one. Nope. I would have gotten it if I would have gotten the first one as well. Yep, water temple. I don't see much water, I see mostly fire. So, you're remembering that bridge we were on at the beginning of the game? Yeah. We got another try on that. We again did it. And Mario water theme. So we are now into the main hub of the game. Well, of the Soul Cloud, not the main game. Here we have to do something a bit weird. We have to remember patterns. That's the endgame puzzle. Remember patterns. Only the last one is important. No. Let me redraw. It's sometimes hard ones to remember. Top left. I'm sorry. You obviously would want one. There we go. You obviously would want some that are on the side you are going in, so that you can straight up get Zeus. But generally you're not that lucky. Also, hey, 3. That should be easy. My first run of this game had totally easy patterns for all but the 3 one. The 3 one was, for some reason, the most complicated one. Oh, hey, I think I can do this one. Okay, now we are done with all the 4 puzzles in here and get our ticket to the main frame, where we will start our face-off with Carly, if I can hit the jump button.
Foreign entity detected in the
Yeah.
Soul Cloud main hub. Containment protocols
She still has no
initiated.
eyes.
Residual connection lost. Expiry in. Intrusion attempt detected. Initiating quarantine. It looks like you're attempting to access a classified area. Do you have administrator permissions to do so? Please enter administrator password now or face ejection from the Soul Cloud. Detected. User is ejected from the main system. Please exit the Soul Cloud now.
If you got us that, donate $5. So, in here we need to destroy all those generators. Each of those is 4 hits. That may be. And every now and then the game will shock the floor. So, and now it's 9 more hits. So, Warwick, anything to say about this marathon? We got another cutscene.
Yeah, I'm here this time. I just want to say that we are at $205 for the
Yay!
run, and that we also do have exclamation point free to get a free entry in to possibly win one of the fabulous prizes that we have available after the stream is all done and finished.
You are nearing your 4-hour time limit in the Soul Cloud. If you choose to stay in the system, it will be quite impossible for you to return.
Yeah, talking about that donation right now. If you do donate this $5 really quick, I can quickly show off how the all achievements for this level is, which is just happening after this cutscene.
This must be completed from outside
Otherwise,
the Soul Cloud and will result
you
in
just finish the
huge
game
data
off.
loss. Heart failure estimated in 5 minutes. Ejection from Soul Cloud highly recommended. Do you wish to continue?
Do you wish to continue? Do you wish to continue?
Do you wish to continue?
Do you wish to continue?
Yeah, do we wish to continue? So, the rest of this game is a quick little rush against that boss, but just wanting to say, usually there's a respawn plane below this, but by just walking backwards you can skip that. Ah, wasn't able to make the jump. And let's just take the walk around. Oh hey, she still has no pupids. Also this one's Kali, and big one this time is Saren. And this is how you go about defending against a hacker, if you ever have to. You send your antivirus program to smash against the virus, while the virus goes ahead and does a Kamehameha. And whoever spins the control stick the fastest wins. You're just going to do a bit unfair against the hacker and disconnect the controller for that one by smashing those cubes that are around here. We have 5 of those cubes. Just missed the cycle here. If you can get past this, you can just run past it, but I wasn't able to. So, and if you run into that, you get back to the middle of the room. So yeah, we have one more, and this one is again the hardest one in the game. You actually have to hit the jump button. Oh hey, we almost didn't got it. So time is coming up, not when we hit the block, but when Cardi gets smashed into the wall. And time.
Intrusion eliminated. I'm sorry, Madison, but it is no longer possible for you to leave the Soul Cloud. Your conscious
1 hour
body
24.
is now deceased.
Hey. Thanks for the GGs.
As a permanent resident of the Soul Cloud, the Mystery Foundation
So,
will do everything in its power to
we
ensure
saved
you
the
have
Soul
a pleasant
Cloud
existence.
and kinda died. So really nice. So how are we looking on the schedule right now? Because I want to quickly show off one last thing, but we should actually look pretty well. Then I will just quickly going ahead and load the game that we are just in and show off how to quickly crash the game while we are having the save game set up. We just need to go up here, can jump onto the rail from the benches and fall out of bounds here, which will trigger the death sequence. But for some reason, if you do that a second time, we are just going to end up with a quick little crash here. So yeah, thanks to everyone. I'm going to close this one out here, and yeah, hope you have a nice rest of your marathon. Thanks for the Marathon Warwick. Thanks for all the runs, and a lot of thanks for all the donations. See you next time. Bye.
All right. Thank you, Michael, for that